Where is it at? There it is. Let's play some Yu-Gi-Ohs. Hello there. Hi. Before we get into anything, I want to try in our Tearlament to Danger. What do you mean rip instant fusion? Alright, who was the first 5 today? We have Mr. McPhoenix number 1, Chase with Haste at number 2, Rai Ramtho free to play at number 3, Esteban Manuel at number 4, and Your Real Name 456 at number 5. Wow, amazing. Guys, I'm late today. But that's because I was busy with more important things that kept pushing me back a little bit. Master Duel ban list announcement, Instant Fusion gets banned. That's it. Let me see here. Instant Fusion to be banned. Cards to be limited. King of the Swamp, Foolish Burial Goods. Really? King of the Swamp and Foolish Burial Goods? Wow, that's surprising. Cards to be semi-limited. Change of Heart. Ooh, that's cool. Other cards of which the number of copies will be lifted. Sky Striker Ace Kagari, Thunder Dragonhawk, Fire Formation Tenenki, and Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. Wait, what? Why are they removing it on Darkworm? Oh, it's because Instant Fusion's getting banned. Without Instant Fusion, they can't perform the Pendulum FTK. That makes sense. Okie dokie. I was about to say, it's like, wait, why are they unbanning an FTK enabler? Oh, because without Instant Fusion, they can't FTK. Duh. Double change. They also can't FTK without Predaplant Verte Anaconda. So, like, getting rid of that would remove the FTK as well. Darkworm is an FTK enabler? Let me see. If it's the one I'm thinking of, Darkworm. I spelled it wrong. Oh, no, it's not. I was thinking of the other Supreme King card. I guess I wasn't thinking of it. I think I was thinking... No, it's this one right here. Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom. This is the FTK enabler. Not Supreme King Dragon Darkworm. This card is garbage. Nobody plays it. It's not garbage. It's pretty good. I think it's Starving Venom. Yeah, anyways. So, in our Tearlament dangers... Did you guys know some of the Tearlaments are really low rarity? And that they have some fusion targets that are also low rarity. I'm gonna go try this for a little bit, and then I'll go to the grass deck. Just because it seems funny. Yeah, more Sky Strikers. You know you love Sky Strikers. Oh, how late am I today? I'm only an hour and a half late, so like, that's not even that bad. Have you seen the new ban list? We just watched it a few minutes ago. Yeah, I'm only an hour and a half late, and that's because I was busy recording audio. Speaking of which, I should probably... My throat was starting to hurt. And also, as soon as I was about to go live, I was actually only planning on being an hour late. But as soon as I was about to go live, I got a message from one of my editors. And they turned in a video, and I was like, oh, I got to see this. So I watched the video, and like one portion of it was laggy, and I was like, oh, I can just go get some footage in order to fix this. So I flew over to Shadowlands to get some footage, but first I had to learn mining, and I couldn't. Mining was not working. And then I flew over to the zone to get footage, and I couldn't find any mines, because I just had to get some footage of mining. And I couldn't find any. And then when I finally found some, my footage was laggy, and I was like, God damn it. So I had to get a whole bunch of footage so that I could like splice it together to remove the lag. Because the whole reason I was getting the footage was to get non-laggy footage, and I was like, God, why is my footage laggy? It's because I haven't swapped over to my new computer yet, that's why. Dinomorphias? Uh-oh. They're gonna attack into my Shadow Beast, you absolute buffoon. Don't you understand how the economy works? Despian comedy, still no light monsters. No, can't go into anything with branded in red. What are you eating? A cough drop. Duh. Okay, so this deck loves to play counter traps. So let's normal summon Laundry Dragon Maid and mill some cards before they lock out all my monster effects, hopefully. I spent 3 hours farming Diablo 3 for a specific bow and didn't get it. Only 3 hours? I spent a few days trying to get a belt. A belt that's just a normal ass belt. Normal ass legendary belt. They're seriously gonna Ash Blossom my Laundry Dragon Maid? Well, that's unfortunate. During your opponent's main phase, paying half your life points, fusion summon one Dynamorphia fusion monster from your deck. Uh-oh, another fusion monster. What rarity is Card Trooper? I don't know if Card Trooper sends for effect or cost. I'm not playing it. Dragon Maid Laundry is better anyway. Cost? Okay. What's the name of that one card which mills 3 from the top of the deck? But if you mill any spell traps, it deals damage to you. I can never remember the name of it, but it's also low rarity. I can't believe they would do that. Destiny something? Yeah, I think it is called Destiny something. That's like the exact name. Danger Dogmatica. Oh, they're gonna go into another fusion summon? Holy moly. Why'd you waste hours for 1 hour in game? Do you people have nothing better to do? Have you never played Diablo before? This sounds like someone who's never played Diablo before. That's the whole point of the game. That's like saying, why are you playing Yugioh if you can just lose? It's like, well, I mean, for all the other shit. What's the point in playing Yugioh if you're just gonna lose anyway? You absolute buffoons. Oops, wrong button. I tried Diablo and it is very addicting. It is very addicting. Solemn Judgment? Oh, that's just rude. Ab libitum of the Despians. I have nothing to fusion summon. Man, this was a terrible deck to go against. Especially since he Ash Blossomed my only mill. Was it Destiny? Destiny? Send the top 3 cards of your deck to your graveyard, and then take 1,000 points of damage for each spell and trap card sent this way. This is the one I'm looking for. Let me get rid of some of these dangers. Squamata. Why am I playing Shadows? I don't need Shadows. Okay. Save. What I do need are some more light monsters. Are there any light monsters that mill? I mean, there is Cupid Volley, but she sends for cost. There's also Lightsworns, technically. What are the best in our Lightsworn monsters? In our Lightsworn. Ooh! What rare is Needlebug Nest? It's an SR, unfortunately. Target one Lightsworn monster in your graveyard that has a level. Add it to your hand. Then banish a number of cards from the top of your deck equal to the original level of that monster in hand. Not banish. I want to mill. Activate this card by targeting one Lightsworn monster in your graveyard. Spells that monster in phase of attack position. To use your end phases and the top 2 cards you deck to the graveyard. Hello, Deluxe. How are you today? I'm doing swimming. Honestly, Lightsworn Beast and Felis are both good options too. If you control 2 more Lightsworn monsters, banish 2 Lightsworn monsters from your graveyard. Target 2 monsters on the field. Banish them. If this card is sent from the deck to the graveyard, Lightsworn monster, you can special 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand. When a monster would be summoned, tribute a Lightsworn monster, negate the summon, and destroy it. If you control Punishment Dragon, target 1 Judgment Dragon to graveyard, add it to your hand. Then send the top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Ooh. If this card is sent to the graveyard by the effect of a Lightsworn monster, target 1 Punishment Dragon in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Are you hyped for Illusionist? I have never been more hyped for anything in my life. Once per turn, you can summon a Lightsworn monster from your hand to the graveyard, and then target 1 other Lightsworn monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Each time a card is sent from your deck to the graveyard, place 1 shine counter on this card. If a Lightsworn card you control will be destroyed by card effects, you can remove 2 shine counters from your side of the field for each of those Lightsworn cards instead. That's bad. Target 1 face-up monster you control, banish any number of Lightsworn monsters from your graveyard, and if you do, it gains 200 attack and defense for each monster banished by this effect at the end of this turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard by card effect or Lightsworn monster, your Lightsworn monsters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. You can this turn, Lightsworn monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. God, this card's so bad. Lightsworn's mill during the end phase, you idiot. When a Lightsworn monster you control is targeted for an attack, send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard, then the target attack a monster, negate the attack. Lightsworn Barrier can stop attacks? Whoa. Each time a card is sent from your deck to the graveyard by the effect of Lightsworn monster, remove the top card of your opponent's deck. Okay, so if this card's normal summoned or flip face up, you can banish 1 Lightsworn monster from your hand or graveyard, banish 1 card on the field. Once per turn, if a Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. They don't have any of the ones that mill 3. Besides Felis. When is the next episode of the Rescue Rabbit series coming out? I have no idea. I have no intentions of making it at the moment. Light Spiral plus Runic for the synergy. There's no synergy. It only procs off the effect of Lightsworn monsters. The Lightsworn enchantment. Once per turn, when a Lightsworn monster effect is activated, send the top 3 cards of your deck to graveyard. The new Lightsworn suck. All of these Lightsworn monsters suck. We only have Lightsworn Paladin who only mills 2. They have all of the ones that mill 3. Just like not available besides Raikou. But Raikou is not good enough. Take a look at my deck. Nail Shadow Ariel. Gold Driver. Lazuli. Raikou in 2013. Let's go. I need a way to mill more cards. And these Lightsworn monsters are not giving it to me. I think my best millers are just the actual Tearlaments themselves. Are there ways to search them out? Add a Tearlament monster from your deck to your hand. Probably just triple Suliak. Triple Dynamishkus. And then go lower on some of these other cards. And, these only activate if I have a tier, but that's fine because I want to mill it anyway. And then we can play 1 copy of Raikou and 1 copy of Felis. We can get rid of Garnet. Play more copies of Lazuli. Play Gold Driver since it can pop as an effect. Do any of the pots mill? I don't think so. Oh no. Why in our tier? It's just a fun thought experiment. That's all it is. Wait, why am I playing Goddess of the Third Eye? What is it here for? One rock monster, one rock monster. Oh, it's here for Invoked Caliga. How many lights and darks you got? A lot of them. Do we have any chaos monsters available? Chaos. Ooh, Chaos Daedalus. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special by banishing a light and dark monster from your graveyard. While a field spell is face up on the field, your opponent cannot target light or dark monsters you control with card effects. You can target cards on the field up to the number of face-up field zones in the field and banish them. This can be used, right? During your main phase, fusion some 1 level 8 or higher fusion monster from extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as materials. If a face-up non-fairy fusion monster you control leaves the field by an opponent's card or effect destroyed by battle, you can target 1 level 8 or higher fusion monster in your graveyard and special summon it. You can only effect once per turn. It's ready for the new NR format. I'm doing it for funsies. Don't make fun of me. I'm trying my best. While this face up on the field, this card is also dark attribute. You can discard 1 light and 1 dark monster, summon light or dark monster with a different attribute, and then discard a card from your deck to the graveyard. But the rest of this turn, you can activate. You cannot special summon monsters with the same names that monsters sent to the graveyard with this effect. You only effect once per turn. Send a light or dark monster from a different attribute from the graveyard. So Chaos Grapher can allow me to seed my graveyard with cards that I can't use their effects this turn. Wow, that's not very useful. Chaos Emperor Dragon. Where are all my Chaos cards at? Whoa, Chaos Betrayer is legal in this format? The predictions are not working. What's this? Chaos Core. Wow, this does nothing. Bonds and Unity. What the fuck is that? Chaos Endmaster. The Chaos Zone. Dream Mirror of Chaos. Chaos Trap Hole. Dark Magician of Chaos. If this card is sent to the graveyard or banished by a card effect, you can add 1 Despian monster from your deck to your hand, except Despian Tragedy. You can banish this card from your graveyard, target 1 branded spell trap in your graveyard, set it to your field. Is this branded? Despian Theater of the Branded? It is! Ooh, nice. So, Despian Tragedy is excellent. And then we have Ab Libitum of the Despians. Okay, and then what the hell do these cards do? Must be first special summon with Fossil Fusion with this card. Must first be special summon with Fossil Fusion. Can't use that. Must first special with Fossil Fusion. We can't use that one either. So we'll get rid of those 2 cards. We'll get one of those. Metal Foes, Adamantite. We'll just get rid of that entirely. And a Caliga. We're just basically going into Despian Proscurus. Since all the other ones are too high rarity for me. Then fusion summon 1 level 8 or higher monster, which is basically Proskinion. DNA Transplant. What about DNA Transplant? Chaos Betrayer is horrible? No, it's not. It's great. When you activates a card or effect that targets a face-up Despian card you control, you can discard this card from your hand, negate the effect. If this card is in your graveyard, you contribute 1 fusion monster, special summon this card, you can only activate 1 effect per turn. Ooh, if only I could use Ab Libitum, Aluber. Let's see, what does this one do? Ab Libitum of Despia. 1 Despian monster, plus 1 light monster, plus 1 dark monster. During your main phase, you can target 1 fusion monster, Xyz, or link monster in your opponent's graveyard, banish it, or special summon it to your field. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original monster's attack and defense. Wow, amazing. During your main phase, make all monsters you currently control. If this card in your hand or field is used as a fusion material and sent to the graveyard or banished, you can target 1 of your Despian monsters or level 8 or higher fusion monsters that is banished or in your graveyard and special summon it. That's pretty good. This is where the YouTube comes from? Exactly. You guys get it. You guys understand the economy. I don't think Plague Spreader Zombie is super useful, so we can get rid of the level 6 engine. We can get rid of that. We also have Goki Pole. Dino Mishkis. We have Suliek, which we can use in order to search out the tier names. And then we have Tidying in order to use on laundry. A single Shadow Beast. I don't think it's really worth playing. I don't think Heartbeat is worth playing either. So much SR materials to craft. To craft what? Mr. Logs, what is your favorite floodgate? Who has a favorite floodgate? Despia. These are all of the Despian monsters. Well, whatever. Level 2s. Level 1, level 2, level 4s, level 7s, and level 8s. I can't really go into any XCs, so we'll just... I'll take a look anyway. In our rank 2s... Damn it. Oh, I forgot to specify a level. Okay. Herald of Pure Light. Oh, that's decent. Jin Buster. Ooh, 2 Merleys. That's a Jin Buster, but I don't think I can really go into that. Mannequin Cat, I guess. 2 level 2 monsters. Okay. Link monsters. No level restrictions. Okay, do I have anything to go into that I can just like push for game with what I have? 2 monsters with different attributes? Oh my god. Alistair the Invoker of Madness. Necro Valley with Imperial Iron Wall is my favorite floodgate. Shut up. Here's a question for chat and logs if he wants to participate. Between Skill Drain, TC Bow, Rivalry, and Gozin, you have to allow one of them to come to 3 forever, but the rest will be forever forbidden. Which one do you pick? Remember when all of those were at 3 in Master Duel for a while? I would say any of them, it doesn't matter. I'm so smart and intelligent. 2 flip monsters. Another opening for more chances at Skill Drain. You're right, Skill Drain is the best one. Hello there, Jiggly Lily. Ooh, that's a light monster. Cross Sheep. Ooh, Codebreaker Virus Swordsman is just a good one to go into. 2 fairy monsters. Can't really use that. Secure Gardna. I don't really have any Cybers monsters, do I? I do. Appliancer. Cannot be link summoned unless you have at least 3 or more cards next check than your opponent. Remember back when having 2 downward pointing arrows on a link 2 was considered a benefit? Pentastag. Do I have Geonator Transverser in here? I don't, but I don't want to play it. I'd rather play Pentastad. Tearlament, Despia. Did I spell Despia right? Despia. Linker Barrel's on your top 10 worst link monsters list? Yep. My internet won't connect? Oof, that sucks. What do you even do if you can't have internet? Whoa. I only hope chat and logs and chat are having a better day than me. My day? Let me tell you guys about my day. Oh my goodness gracious. You guys will never believe it. I think it was fine. I don't think anything really happened. I can't remember what happened. My day is just a blur. What did I mill? A single graveyard effect. Blogs' day. Well, I woke up and I decided, boy, I need to prepare for my subathon at the end of the month. And I was like, what can I do to prepare for this? There's so many things I can do to prepare for it. What a late game Bond and Unity. What the fuck is Bond and Unity? Add merely to my hand. So I spent like 2 hours just like preparing for the rest of the month. And then I decided if I simply set up 7 videos times 2, then I'll be good for the next 2 weeks. In which case I can be ahead by a week. Which means if the subathon lasts for a week, I should be able to do minimal work during that week. Because the most hard part of the work is setting things up. $14 videos in a row. Let's just set it up. Let's just set up the videos, like having the script set up as well as the asset set up and the recording for the audio. Wow, they're seriously just passing on that? What? They milled more cards than that. Why are they just passing on Abyss Dweller? I only have 1 Chaos Dedulus in the graveyard. Ooh, Havness. Since when are you playing meta? Since when is in our Tearlament Despian meta? Okay. Havness. Mills 3. Did I mill anything good? I did. The effects won't activate because of the Abyss Dweller. But that's fine. Special summon Despian Theater, so I get a field spell out. Thanks for the sub, Gabmasa. And then special summon Dedulus. 1, 2. You call it Susathon, and I love Among Us, and I'd be so cool if you made a Susathon like you were in the imposter. The Susathon. Logs' day. Oh yeah, so I just planned stuff out, and then I recorded audio, and then I got distracted briefly by Leah's stream where I was playing StarCraft for a bit, and then afterwards I did some more work, and then I got distracted briefly again by my friend Stim, who was playing Tearlaments, and I wanted to watch that. I had to watch her play some Tearlaments, you know? Time to send merely to the graveyard. To Sea Serpent. I don't have enough dragons. Are any of these cards dragons? Warrior, Beast, Cyberus. Target 1 effect monster this card points to. Let's see if I go into one of these. Honestly, I'm kind of afraid of Mirror Force or something. There's a new Yugioh card that looks like Dark Magician and Magician Girl, the pink and green. That garbage card? What about it? Can we Millennium Air with Nymph and Simo for your subathon? Maybe. I did want to set up, like, I still need to set up the stuff for the subathon, and one of the things I wanted to set up was definitely, like, those things. Was like some Millennium Air stuff. Gravekeeper's Trap. Continue the main phase? No, shut up. Hello, Mr. Logs. Hello there, Uwutism. It's not Garbo, Yubaka. You just said you don't know what it is. I do know what it is. It has the effect where if you have 25 or more cards in your graveyard, you can special summon it from your hand. And then it gains 2500 attack. It's garbage. It's literally a meme card. Dragon Maid Tiding. What did they send to the graveyard? King of the Swamp? Yeah, let's do this. Graveyard, double the attack if there's 24 cards in their graveyard. Oh yeah, you just typed it up too. Wait, what did you say? What a late game bond in UDR am I? Or are they? The fuck does that even... I still don't know what the fuck that means. No, they're great. Don't say it. What? No, they're terrible. They're not made to be good. They're made bad on purpose. That way, you know, they're not like prize cards that people like pay $2,000 for. Have you guys ever heard the story of Crush Card Virus? Crush Card Virus was a promotional card that was only given out to topping players at the Shonen Jump Championships in 2007. So only if you made like a top cut, you would get one copy of Crush Card Virus. And Crush Card Virus was an absolute staple. It was played in every single like good competitive meta deck, and it was good against every single good competitive meta deck. And because the card was so good and an absolute staple in like all the best decks, and was only given out at top prize cuts events, it was two to like $3,000 per copy. I think it might even been more than that. It was redonkulous on how expensive it was. Mudora? Wait, what are they Mudoring? My Havness in the graveyard? Okay, whatever. And, like, it was a very good card that was only given out for prizes. And it was super expensive and everyone hated it because, funny thing is, in 2008, the very next year, they gave out Gold Sarcophagus, which was another super good prize card that everybody wanted in their deck because it allowed you to search any card you wanted, and the duels were slow enough where waiting 2 turns meant you actually got to search any deck you wanted, any card you wanted. So like back to back, they released incredibly expensive cards. There's no other monsters. This isn't fair. I don't have any shufflers like you do. Let's see, so they sent Havness to the graveyard. Use the effect now, negate the effect. Wait, they quit? I actually won with NR Despia Tearlaments versus real Tearlaments. King of the Swamp's gonna be looted? I know, that's so funny. So, like, that's why they make new prize cards terrible on purpose or absolutely unplayable if they are playable. Because most of the time the prize cards were just like, you can't use this in official events. They're just used for, like, the stuff. Because of just how much the community hated Crush Card Virus and, to a lesser extent, Gold Sarcophagus, which both came out back to back. Didn't the original copies Dark Magician and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon go for a lot? I don't know about that. A new type? Why is it not just Spellcaster? They haven't added a new type in a while. I was actually thinking about that the other day. It's like, they haven't added a new type in a while. They should really do that. Damn it, seriously? 2 fucking tidings? Are you fucking kidding me right now? You have got to be kidding me right meow. This is some bullshit. Codebreaker the Virus Swordsman. I think I'm completely ham-boned. This card is basically a Garnet that I want in the fucking graveyard. Come on, let me search out Mothman. Does the new type actually help the game? New types are just fun and exciting because usually they push it very hard. Like, do you guys remember when Psychic was released? No, you guys probably don't remember. When Psychic was first released, they introduced the card called Emergency Teleport, which is still used to this day. We're gonna get some Emergency Teleport levels of broken shit because they love to hard push new types. Pushing a new thing means they make it broken on purpose because they want people to use it. So I'm excited to see what pushed, you know, Emergency Teleport-esque cards we're gonna get. And also 1/3 of all link monsters are Cybers type. That was like the next time they added a new type was Cybers. You know, just to see like how much they push the type like crazy. There's so much Cybers support. Being a Cybers monster is a benefit because of the massive amount of Cybers support there is. They want people to use it or buy it? Yeah, exactly. They push it. They make it very expensive on purpose. When a new type is introduced, they need broken cards on a new type to be able to compete with the older ones. Exactly. That's why we get stuff like Emergency Teleport. Or like, what is in a Cybers equivalent to Emergency Teleport? Actually, I don't know. It's just the fact that like 1/3 of all link monsters are Cybers type. Should I delete my Math Mech deck? Only if you hate fun. I only somewhat remember Psychic being first being released, but that was because of the anime. Oh, I didn't watch the anime. I just, like, lived through it. I have been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my god, I won again? Why do they keep surrendering versus this deck? Did they not see the board I had? Did they seriously not see that I just had freaking Codebreaker Virus Swordsman out? Good morning. Hello there, Cafe Fako. Reacting to the banlist? I already did that at the beginning of the stream. MathMac right now is trash though, so... I messed up with Tunerzi. Crazy I matched up against you. Oh, you messed up? Oh my god. I was getting ready to quit because my hand was absolute garbage. You just gave me a free win. Thank you, Argon. They had a good board. Yeah, they could have won even though they messed up because my hand was so bad. Branded? Oh my god, it's a branded mirror match. We're both playing the brandeds. Except my deck is vastly inferior to theirs. MathMac isn't even trash. He's got amped up the shufflers and not rely on the UR alone. True. Oh my god, thanks for the resub, Gamba. Oh, I missed that, didn't I? It's crazy that Change of Heart sees like no play. There's so many banned cards will unban someday. Probably see little no play. It's more like the top deck right now doesn't really need it. And like it's just a +1. And it's a going second card. Like, who cares? There's so many good going second cards. Why would you play that over Lightning Storm? Or, like, Forbidden Droplets. They can just negate Change of Heart. They can't negate Forbidden Droplets, though. And also, it's just, it targets, too. There's so many ways to just, like, get around it. The card itself is good. It's just, like, in the current metagame, you have to think of, like, the potential board states for it. Oh, fuck. Are they going to try to lock me? Branded lost. Uh-oh. I'm not going to be able to do anything if they lock me out. Seeing you play this deck reminds me I went to a tourney with 60 card branded tier before the ban list and got second place. Damn. Pot of Greed won't see play if it gets unbanned because Max C is still legal. Pot of Greed would help going first decks. Maybe. I'm pretty sure people would still play it a lot just because it's so good. Just like probably not in Tearlaments. It's just not super good in Tearlaments. That's it. That doesn't mean it's not good though. Edge Imp Chain. Can I play Edge Imp Chain? No, Patchwork is an SR. And that's the only good target for it because it searches out Polymerization and another copy of itself. Polymerization would be good in this deck. At least in my Thunder Dragon deck, I have Katone for the change out of Instant Fusion for Ready Fusion. Pot of Greed also draws 2 for no cost and not once per turn. Yeah. Yeah, with Thunder Dragons, they can use Ready Fusion because they only bring out a non-effect fusion monster anyway. So, like, they don't even need Instant Fusion. They can just play Ready Fusion. I just lost with my branded Despian deck to a Beam deck that plays against Giant Ballpark and Enemy Controller. Oh my god, Enemy Controller, that's such a good idea. If people had no choice between Pot of Greed or Max C, I'm willing to bet they would pick Max C. I should play Enemy Controller in this deck. Someone remind me to add Enemy Controller to this deck. Masquerade? Have you seen the emergence of Rainbow Bridge? It's a free terraform you put in the graveyard. Of course I have. Everybody plays it. It's a great card. It's an SR though, so I can't play it in this deck. Why am I going against the one branded player in the world who doesn't do the usual branded shit? And it's taken so long with their turn. Enemy controller takes a tribute, remember? I know. You think I don't know everything about every card in the game? I'm a genius. Okay, are they done yet? Are you done yet? Is it my turn? Can I finally go? Set one branded spell trap from your deck. He's a knower, exactly. Snatch, steal, still bank? What? Banned, you mean? Yes. Uh-oh, branded explosion. I can't really do anything versus this card. Unless I drew into one of my spell trap removals, which I don't. Wait, they're not using it immediately? Do they want to burn me first before they explosion me? My Time Lord deck will go insane for the new event. Time Lords? Oh yeah, the new event. I was just going to play Pure Ishizu for that. That seems like it'd be funny. I don't think there's any deck better than Pure Ishizu. Are you kidding me? Who plays 2 Axes codes? Wait, what happened here? Are they activating my field spell? Special summon. You can only effect once per turn. No. I think it was giving me the option to use it. Uh-oh. Ishizus are limited in the event, though. I said pure Ishizu. Oh, I thought you said Tearlament. I read that wrong. They're all limited? Damn it, well that ruins my idea. Spriggans are in the event? I want to play Spriggans. Well, I'm locked. He did the thing, how fun. I know, right? How'd you read it right and say the wrong thing? I don't know, but I did. Enemy controller. Enemy controller. Triple enemy controller. We'll get rid of this card because I don't need it. We'll get rid of one of these and one of these. I think I got it. Spriggan Ishizu. I do with a 5 monster hand. I do play lots of spell traps too, so that was annoying. It's funny the event bans floodgates and block dragon. Konami knows they're unfun. They sell it to run rampant anyway. Yep. Yeah, I don't really get Konami's reasoning with stuff. Oh, one sec. I need to send off a. Oh my god. Okay. Kit Kalos. Come on, mill both decks for me, why don't you? I need my deck milled. Instant Fusion actually allowed to strat in my Sulfur deck to work. What was it? An FTK? Instant Fusion didn't need to be banned. All they do is ban Kid Kalos. They won't stop Issues of Tear from dominating. Yeah, ban Instant Fusion doesn't really stop them that much. I agree. I am so smart and intelligent. Let's steal their... Damn it, I forgot to summon my card first. I forgot to summon before I did that. The Misplay log? Shut up, I'll ban you. Tearlament's Heartbeat? Uh-oh. That one? Fuck. I kind of need that one. I kind of needed that card to do my plays.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Plus, I misplayed, so that was not very good. A shame scoop? I would never shame scoop. I lost. Logs, why are you flat? Because I'm a genius. I'm so upset the Necroface suffered for Fairy Tale Snow's crime. It's awesome, though. I can't wait for the Galaxy Eye support to come Master Duel. And for do absolutely nothing, at least I'll have fun in the single player mode. Wait, there's new Galaxy Eye support? What does that do? Konami supported by degenerate whales. They're not gonna offend those. I mean, true. But even degenerate whales will leave the game if it's bad. Whoa. They went into the Bujin link to go into a Sprite monster. I really gotta stop going second. This is annoying. Let me go first so I can do my funny NR stuff. When do you think they'll release Bestials? Next month, hopefully. That would be the best way to stop this menace. That's another thing. Why is Snow still legal at 3? Because Snow is awesome. Snow did nothing wrong. It requires 7 cards in the graveyard. That's so many. You guys just don't understand the economy. Isn't Kashtira coming first? Do you guys know something about it that I don't? As far as we know, we have no idea what's coming out next. Oh crap, IP Masquerade is annoying. Sprite red and a carrot in hand. Oh god damn it. They didn't search any of these cards, they just had them in hand already. That's why they went for such extra plays. Another gigantic Sprite. They just had everything. Where's Elf? The God Hand? Truly. Okay, well, it's a normal summon Goki pole. Common Sprite player hand. Activate enemy controller. Target one face up. No, tribute one card you control. Take control of one of your opponent's monsters. Gigantic Sprite. Oh no, carrot. Who are they going to get rid of? One of their other Gigantics? Rutro, Raggy. And then they're going to chain Starter. Okay, whatever. This is why I prefer going against Tearlaments. Tearlaments don't play Spell Trap negates. Activate Goki Pole in your graveyard? Hell yeah. Sprite Blue. Oh, we're both gonna search. Well, the Masquerena is dead now? Wait, why? They can still go into Underworld Goddess whenever they want. Okay. Activate Despian Theater of the Despias. And Danger Mothman. Change of Heart's going to 2. Ooh, resolved correctly. That means I get to draw a card. Laundry Dragon Maid. I use my normal summon already, right? How come they don't give you 2 normal summons? Also, why do these things have such high defense for negates? That's some bullshit. Battle phase. Oh, they're just gonna let me do it. Oh yeah, they have Pixies in hand. Wow, they actually had protection for it. That's crazy. Okay, well, end phase. Tears of a Spell Trap negate. Feels like crime. They never use crime though. Welp Rip. Well, they let it resolve. What did I mill? Nothing good. Okay. That was enough fun with this deck. I'm surprised it won some duels. Considering where I'm deck testing it. I'm gonna play some grass now. Grass version 3. So what we're doing with this deck is milling a whole bunch of cards. I'm just gonna mill a more billion amount of cards. At least you got some clips. I don't know about that. Let me play one of these, 2 of these, and 1 Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. I need to get rid of 1 card. I can probably get rid of Shen Shen. And this card, and a Pero. Grass version 3. Oh, it's a DPE deck. Mm-hmm. Needlebug Nest is not in our. Otherwise, I'd love to use it. DPE in a Miller economy. Mm-hmm. It's still a good card. Are you gonna do viewer replays on subathon? Maybe. I don't know how to look at replays though. Wow, this would have been excellent going first hand, but I'm going second. Hopefully they don't put any negates on board. Flew Under Rees and the Magnificent Map. Hydrate Redeem. Oh my goodness gracious, it's Flew. As long as they don't put out a Floodgate, I should be fine. Rip a Bozo. I'm trying my best right now, Bozos. And honestly, I think that's all we can really hope for at the moment. Flew Under Rees and Eaglin. If you upload your misplays, you would have infinite content. My editors sometimes like to send me clips where they uploaded my misplays. Card destruction is great versus them. Well, hopefully they let me use it. They usually like to shotgun shit before I get a chance to play anything. How come everyone opens map except for me? That's just how it is. Because your opponent DCs are exclusive before you actually play a card. What are the dailies? I want to see my dailies. I never pay attention to my dailies because I'm a genius. Robina's coming back to his hand. M-Pem is going to search out a spell trap from the deck. A Flew Under Rees. Are they going to search out the trap or... Oh, they're crap. They're going to search out that one. That one's annoying. I need to get rid of every card on the field. Flew Under Rees and the Unexplored Winds. This can get rid of my Fusion Destiny, which I'm afraid of. End phase. Ooh, Fairy Tale Snow. Well, I'm going to set Fusion Destiny and hope they don't get rid of it. And then Card Destruction, get rid of whatever's in their hand. Unexplored Winds is such a pretty card. Is this it? Look, they're just having a goof and a gaff. Are they going to activate their trap card, which they also drew into? Of course. Please don't get rid of my card I just set on the field. I need that. Card Destruction. Get rid of all your shit. Activate Yugioh. They lost Apex Avian. Unexplored Winds is such a pretty card. Wait, why didn't they just go into the Apex Avian? They could have gone into it, right? I have some meal. I didn't get all the meal, but I have some meal. They didn't want to lose M-Pen? Couldn't they have just like got rid of their... Oh, I guess they would have to get rid of their map or their trap card. They would have to have lost a valuable resource. Ooh, milled so many cards. Did I mill a shuffler? What does this one do? It just adds another card. Whatever. I have Snow, which can just get rid of their stuff. Uh-oh, Rise of the Mega Monarch. Now they can special summon Rise of the Mega Monarch. I need them to not get rid of my cards on the field. I need to be able to go into Fusion Destiny. But I also milled a whole bunch of cards. Can I still use it? Yes, I still have Fusion Destiny live. That's good. I take that over M-Pen. Wait, which one did they target? Did they target my shuffler? I can just get rid of it so that your effect fizzles out, you absolute buffoon. Let's put this card back in the deck, that card back in the deck, and also this card back in the deck. Rise is definitely killing your Fusion Destiny one way or another. Nuh-uh, Fusion Destiny is gonna come back. You guys just don't understand the economy. I did it. I survived. Guys, I did it. I can finally play during my turn without them interrupting me. Ooh, the left arm offering. And I have that. I can go into Pero. I think my best bet here is honestly just Fusion Destiny. Destiny Hero Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer. We want to send Malicious and Denier in defense position. I know I'm a genius. Get rid of their field spell. I'm trying to activate DPE, pop this card and this one. Activate Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer in the graveyard. Where's your Starlight DPE? You think I should pull for a Starlight DPE? I can set Pero. Separus. And if I bring out the other cards, they're just gonna get like ham-boned, aren't they? Should I just get cards on the field so they can't attack directly for game because they have such low damage? A genius in this economy? I know, right? I think I'm gonna do that. Okay. Don't you have Snow? I do have Snow. I can't use it this turn, though. Not until the turn's over because they use Fusion Destiny. Use Denier? Yes. Put this card back on top of the deck. Okay, and then we'll just end. On summon, he can just Avian though? Can he though? Standby phase. Would you like to activate the effect of a card? No. But I do want to bring out Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Avian's in the grave, he can't get him back. And then activate Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer immediately to pop this card and that one. Activate Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer in the graveyard. Yes. Oh my god, guys. I'm just like Kirito from SAO. I'm going through all of these combo lines right now. Just like my idol, Kirito. I'm a beater. Because I've been playing this game for so long. Instead of being instant fusion, they should have eroded Kit Kalos to be level 6. I know, right? Did they just draw into Dimensional Fissure? Well, it's a good thing I have Destruction for that. Robina? Wait, they actually can't go into anything else because their field is full. Because this only searches out a level 4 or lower monster. And they need a level 6 or higher monster to free up the field. Robina, the Hino Bobina? Oh my god, that's so true. A Kaoni. Kaoni. What are they gonna do? You can't normal summon. Oh! I didn't even think that they might just have one in their hand already. Well, there goes my Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Wait, what? They could have shuffled it back. Why didn't they do that? The anime logs. He doesn't fear DPE? He should. Literal paid actor. He sent Pero Pero to the top of the deck. They want wins that badly? Apparently. 600 damage. Do I have the cards to banish for this? I could flip it face down, but that doesn't really do anything. I think I'm better off just letting these cards get banished. Because they have to attack with one of their big dudes to get rid of Malicious. It hits none of the actual problems. It's not those cards are hidden or whatsoever. Come on, hit my Destiny Hero Malicious. Go for it. Then on my turn, I'm going to use DPE in order to pop that Dimensional Fissure. Then I'll use Left Arm Offering to search out Evenly Matched. Not evenly matched. I'm going to use it to search out Grass. Mr. Logs, what are you playing? I'm playing my best. Okay. I'm doing my best right now, and I am doing great because I'm a genius. I'm just like Kirito. I'm doing dual style. I'm playing this game. Damn it, they said another card. My Pero Pero Cerberus. Standby phase, activate, bring out Destiny Hero Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer. Okay, do they have anything to stop this? Book of Moon? Nice, they're wasting it. I was gonna use the effect immediately anyway. Unless they have something to stop this. That is nothing. They wasted 2 of them. They don't know. They're unaware. And their floodgate. Activate DPE. Wow. This flute player is so smart, guys. I've literally never met a smarter flute player. I can still normal summon a card, right? So if I normal summon Jet Synchron... Oh, and then I can also get out Destrudo by paying half my life points. Okay, and then left arm offering. Hopefully they don't have Maxi in their hand, because that'd be bad. Book of Moon negates. It should negate. It should say negate card and then flip face down. Whoa, look at that mill. Activate Perform Mage Trick Clown. Activate Yugioh to mill more cards. Yes, please. Activate Laundry Trap. Oh, yes. Add any card from my graveyard to my hand. Which card should I add to my hand? Whatever card I add can't be used this turn. It doesn't really matter what I add to my hand. A continuous spell would have been nice. That's a fat meal. It sure is. Okay, and then I have 2 exchange. No, I want exchange to be in the graveyard so I can mill 10 more cards. Mill, yes, your side of the field. And then Trick Clown comes out. Okay. Activate effects. I have so many effects I can use right now. My freaking hand is cracked. My graveyard is completely stacked. Draw 1. Activate. Rank up Magic Zexal Force. My life points are 2,000 lower than my opponents. I can draw another card from my graveyard. 1,000 Blades. Okay, and then... Oh, I can go into Zephyros of the Elite. Return one of my cards to my hand and then special summon it. I can also go into Changing right now and start banishing their cards, or I can go into Baron de Fleur. Baron. Baron and pop their NPen. Snow NPen first. Oh, I can just use Snow to pop that. Oh my god, you are a genius. I didn't even think of that. Snow. Okay, let's banish a whole bunch of cards from my graveyard that I can't use. Oh my god, this gives me another fusion monster. We'll banish this card and this card. And not Hate Buster, not that one, not that one. We can get rid of that one. And oh, we can get rid of Giant Rex too. And ooh, another one. No, there won't be any room for that one. Okay. Special. Oh fuck! I put it in attack position by accident. Oh no! No! I thought I didn't special summon Giant Rex. I made a mistake. We all make mistakes. It's fine, right? My mistake just happens to be a little bit. Oh, I can just go into What do you mean look at him choke? I didn't choke. You guys are stupid and you guys just don't understand the economy as well as I do. Decide. Let's put it over here. Yeah, you tell him, Pomu. Drident. We'll just use this to get rid of it. He's throwing for content. I'm not gonna throw. You guys see how many cards I have in my graveyard right now? Do you guys even understand how the economy works? Look at all those cards in the graveyard. Now I can go into Changing in attack position and not worry. Look at this. Then we activate. Ooh, I can use this one. Did I use my normal summon already? I sure as heck did. I can use Zephyros to bring this card out. Oh, damn it. I thought I could return that other card to my hand. You have a minute left? Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I'm a genius. Nobody understands the economy better than I do. Asgol. Not that one. This one. Does it put a pause on it while I'm doing this? I think so. Okay, special summon this card into attack position. Activate the effect of Fairy Tale Snow. Activate Sword Soul Supreme. Activate Asgul, yes. Activate Sword Soul Assessment, yes. Activate the next one, no. Activate the effect of another card, no. I know what I'm doing. I'm a genius. Don't worry about me. Asgul comes down. No, let me keep going. I'm not done. I have to show them that I understand how the economy works. Just waiting. No. I wasn't done. I am aware there's lots of floodgates I could possibly go against. I think I should probably play outs to those floodgates. Because I lose to a lot of the same counters that counter Tearlaments. However, DPE was kind of my out for that. Get Trap Eater. Oh my god, brilliant. Add Card of Fate for no reason, Mr. Logs. Card of Fate. Wait, what's that? No. There is this one card. It's called like Hound, I think. Cyclone. I was thinking Cyclone. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target one face-up spell trap your opponent controls. Return to the hand, and if you do, spell summon this card. You can only select once per duel. I think this is pretty good. Trap Eater is kind of funny. Trap Eater is kind of funny, but we're not going against a lot of like trap effects. Yeah, easy one of. You guys, I'm pretty sure none of you guys would have suggested Magical Hound. You guys just don't have brains as big as me. Cosmic. Oh, it's Galaxy. You guys wish you understood the economy half as well as I do. I'll be right back. Hello gamers, it's me, the ghost of content creation advice, coming at you from the distant future, where everything is lovely. So, have you ever thought, wow, my stream is growing too fast, I just want to halt my growth? Well, I have some tips for you. Tip number 1, ignore chat. People aren't watching a live stream to live interact with the streamer, they actually are just fan of 2010 Let's Plays and just want to focus on your epic gameplay. For bonus points, don't talk out loud when you're thinking and doing things in your game either. Just sit there in silence. And occasionally say things like, darn, died again. Or, nice, an upgrade. Or just make random noises. Not noises related to the gameplay, mind you, just like completely random noises, like practicing squirrel mating calls. Tip number 2, stream less than 20 hours a month. It's been proven that streaming longer and on more days leads to more growth, especially if you're a growing streamer. So make sure to only stream a few times a week, and only for a little bit. Next up, we have never post clips. Clips on YouTube are a reason a lot of the most popular streamers grew on Twitch. Make sure to avoid doing that. Hiring an editor takes money away from you. And learning how to edit yourself is time better spent arguing on Twitter, or just like not doing anything, you know? Ooh, this is a fun tip. Speaking of Twitter, make sure you post all of your personal information on Twitter. Having a bad day? Make sure to let everyone know. Be vague about it too. Never reply to anyone who's concerned about you either. This is my favorite tip. Next one, don't have a schedule, just stream at random times. A schedule allows people to plan their time to better be able to tune into your stream, especially if you're your favorite streamer. So if you do it at random times, they'll only be able to watch when they happen to see a notification. Next up, we have beg for followers in chat. Make sure you go to people's chat and just beg them for follows. Follow for follow, because if I need to make more ads for the subathon. It's true, TheDuelLogs is CEO? Of course I am. I'm a genius. This mofo using reverse psychology. You get crunked, idiots. Well, if you can't teach about the economy, do you really need to know how the economy works? What? What are you eating? A cough drop. My throat hurts. My throat hurts and I'm being very brave about it. I hope you guys appreciate my efforts. Damn it, I bricked. My whole deck relies on the fact that I draw into exactly grass. If I don't draw into grass, then I lose. Well, I can normal summon Fairy Tale Snow and then just like give up. One last duel and it's time to sleep Reno. You're gonna go to sleep? You guys want to hear a joke? No, you guys won't want to hear a joke. What do you call a girl who always knows where her husband is? A widow. You get it? Because you can't trust men. Uh-oh. Mudora. Are you single? Of course I am. Bad? Why? What's bad about it? It's hilarious. Don't you guys understand the economy?
Fuck all you guys! Fuck you all! I hope I fucking go to hell!
Are you a Black Widow VTuber? No. Ooh, Sprite Elf! Yay, I can permanently turn off its effect. Heck yeah, let's use Lost Winds to turn off this effect. Oh my god, I actually get to use Lost Winds for its intended purpose. May I introduce you to the Grave Robbers? Ooh, there are cards that let you use your opponent's cards in the graveyard. Are you single? Guys, I signed up to 2 dating apps, and I use them semi-regularly every day or so for a month. And I got 0 hits. I think you could say I'm pretty good at this. Ooh, I can go into Chanbara. For reals? Only a month? What do you mean only a month? That's a long time. Only a month? That's like 30 days. Mr. Logs is engaged, Mr. Logs is single, Mr. Logs is by himself. Oh my god, that's a good one. You idiot. Your effect is permanently negated, you absolute buffoon. Use the doggy to bounce a card. It only bounces spell traps, and only specifically the ones my opponent controls. Time for Chanbara to attack twice. Tell the coffin joke? I haven't told the coffin joke in a while. Wait, actually, now that I think about it, have I ever told the coffin joke to Meowing? Maybe. You have? I don't know if I have. Yes? Mudora. They're gonna shovel back my snow that I can't use? Go for it, idiot. Oh, they're also gonna shuffle back Lost Wind. That's a good one to shuffle back. Actually, all 3 of them were good graveyard effects. And they have another shuffler in the graveyard, which is bad for me because I kind of need my graveyard for stuff. Maybe she's already forgotten? Who knows, maybe. Is a doggy a quick effect? I don't think so. Oh my god, they surrendered to Chanbara? Wow, Hazukashi. I just had an excellent idea, guys. You guys want to hear it? Synchro's level 8s. No, you guys wouldn't want to hear it. Draco Berserker. If this card attacks Strong Smug, gains attack equal to the original monsters. Ooh, I could play Draco Berserker to crash for game. Whoa. One or more dark monsters. I know there's going second cards like Scarlight. One dark tuner, one tuner monster. This card's name becomes a red dragon arc fiend while on the field or graveyard. Once per turn, you can destroy as many special summon effect monsters on the field as possible with an attack less than or equal to this card's. Then inflict 500 damage point for each monster destroyed. Wow, amazing. When this card shows my battle, target up to 2 cards your opponent controls and destroy them. Whoa. Destroy them. Are there any cards that have like water tuners as material? One water tuner plus one or more non-tuners, one tuner plus one or more non-tuners, one aqua type tuner plus one or more non-tuner monsters. God damn it. Arc Fiend. Hey, I was looking up how to pronounce Arc Fiend the other day, and I found a channel called the Arc Fiend Master, and all he uploaded was Arc Fiend archetype videos, and he pronounced it as Arc Fiend. I think, or maybe he said it somewhere else. I don't know. I'm probably saying it wrong on purpose. Who remembers the Cosmo cards? Chimera. Are you making fun of how I say Chimera because I'm right and you're wrong? Damn it, I would love to use this card, but I can't. I just don't understand the economy well enough. If I get rid of Borbo or Dugares, no, I'm gonna get rid of Borbo. I only ever use Trident anyway. The anime pronounces it differently. Arcafiend? How do they pronounce it in the anime? Thank you for being the person I know who pronounces Chimera correctly. You mean Chimera? 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 Archfiend or Arcfiend? Yes, it's Arcfiend, I think. I don't remember, actually. I don't have to know how to say it correctly because I'm not recording a video. Cosmos was based on Star Wars. Did you guys watch my video on the unknown side of Yu-Gi-Oh? That goes over this very question? I hope you did, because if you didn't, I will literally shit and fart at the same time. Damn it, I didn't draw into snow again. I mean grass. This deck literally requires grass, otherwise it loses. And it's made this way on purpose. There is a better way to make this deck to add more mill cards. However, I elected to not use them so that when I do use grass, it is like the biggest, fattest grass you've ever seen before in your life. It's gonna be like, whoa, this grass is so big and fat, I don't even know what to do right now, you know? It's just gonna like explode from like how much advantage you get. It's so much advantage that you guys will literally shit and fart. It's the thickest and breedablest grass. Oh shit, it doesn't let me use into your spell and trap card zone. God damn it, doesn't let me recycle trap cards. I mean field zones. Field cards. Oh no! It is Numerans! Well, I'm ham-boned. This card does nothing. Target one face that monster you control, banish up to 5 Sorcerer cards or worm monsters from the graveyard. And if you that monster gains 3 attack for each card banished this way. If this card is banished, special summon a token. Well, I'm ham-boned. Limiter removal. Okay, yeah, I'm super ham-boned. Well, I was already ham-boned because I didn't draw into grass. I need grass, otherwise I literally just lose. My deck needs grass to live. If it doesn't have grass, then there's no point in living. Do you think Phantom Knight is a good deck to play? No. Do you guys want to hear a joke? And a joke? Chat. Knock knock. Who's there? Ozzy. Ozzy who? Ozzy sneaking in after curfew. If they have Ash Blossom, I'm literally gonna shit and fart. I did it. I have grass. Activate assessment? Ooh, I even got to activate one of my effects. Oh my goodness gracious. This is the biggest, fattest mill I've ever seen in my life. Ooh. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. Have you seen a mill bigger or fatter than this? Draw one card. Oh. Oh. Give me a second. I'm almost done milling. I just gotta get the token off the field real quick. Chaos Ruler, the chaotic magical dragon. Would I like to mill another 5 cards? Hell yeah, bitch. 1, 2. No, that's bad. Oh, no, that's bad. Oh, no, that can go to my hand. Add a card to your hand? Hell no, put all those cards in the graveyard. Cyberstein. Oh my god, I can go into DPE. I'm almost done. Ooh, now my life points are low enough so I can draw another card. Ooh, Kelbeck. If I mill Kelbeck. Ooh, I can go into Sprite Elf. Do I even need in the graveyard to special summon? Who cares? Because I can just get this card back. The Sprite Elf. Dude, why is Sprite Elf so broken? You know? Special summon from the graveyard. Chaos Ruler, the chaotic magical dragon. Select one card to banish. Select another card to banish. Sinister Necrom. I kind of want to go into Malicious. I gotta reset one of the Malicious to use it though. I can reset it. It's all good. Okay, and then we go into this card. The chaotic magical dragon. Then we activate Snow. And I want to use Snow in order to banish this card. Specifically. I don't want to banish that one because it'll come back. I don't need that. So I can banish that and that. You guys want to hear a joke? Activate Sword Soul Strife to get another level 4 card on the field. Oh my goodness gracious. Now I can go into Baron de Fleur. Oh fuck. Why did I bring him in that zone? Bloom's there. I'm almost done comboing. Not quite yet though. I think this is good enough comboing for now. I'm gonna do something funny though. I'm gonna use this card in order to shuffle back this card right here, as well as not Sinister Necrom. Damn, what else do I even want to put back? Oh, this card right here. And also nothing else really matters. Everything else is a graveyard effect. We'll just put this one back. Okay, shuffle all those cards back. Now I can use Sinister Necrom in order to bring out one more beat stick. Evil Hero Malicious Edge. Okay, now we're done. Wow. Imagine if I put any thought into trying to do into combos. This would be even better. What's the point of Edge? It's just more damage. That's it. It's a level 7 monster too. So I can use him plus one of the Sword Soul tokens to go into Psychic and Punisher. Evil Here Malicious. Let's use Natura Exterio. Select one card in your graveyard to banish. Ooh, nice mill. Forbidden Droplet. Oh no. All of my advantage. Wait, what? I can just negate that. Are you trying to cheap out on Forbidden Droplet? Let's banish Giant Rex so we get one more card. I bet they're gonna quit out now. That'd be a good title. Player doesn't know Forbidden Droplet. How it works. Okay, time for Giant Rex to come back. In attack position. Oh, if I played more dinosaurs, then I could give even higher attack. He had the out? He did have the out. He just had to send one monster. Well, the thing is, I had 2 negates. 2 Forbidden Droplets. He does have a monster. And Dispel. See, look, he does know how it works. It's just he sent so many cards to the graveyard. Wait, actually, doesn't Cross Border have a graveyard effect? Let me go, let me go, let me go. Before they get a chance to do anything. It's my turn. Let me use my shufflers to get rid of that Cross Border. It's my turn, right? Oh, he quit. He surrendered? Cross Border has a graveyard effect, right? Yeah, he has 1 card. He had 2 outs. Do you think Exterior was once per chain? Did he think it was once per anything? Oh my god. Homeboy drew into 2 Forbidden Droplets and messed it up because he was being cheap. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, special summon an Elemental Hero monster or Neospacian monster from your hand to graveyard when it gets effects. If you special summon Elemental Hero Fusion monster while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card, draw 2 cards, and place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. Oh, that's a good graveyard effect. Pay me to throw for you? It looks legit. What are you talking about? My deck is unbeatable. I think I have another version of this deck. Oh, the counter. That one's funny. Grass. This one... It's basically the same thing, except it has more mill cards in it. It doesn't have as much gas as Grass version 3. Oh, my Macro Monarch deck. This is the one I play that has a bunch of Giant Rexes. Free to play Labyrinth Sprite. I think this one's funny. Free to play Monarchs. I think this one's funny too. Trap Tricks Labyrinth Archfiend Ishizu. Oh my god, I love this one. What happened to Grass version 2? It sucked. Grass version 2 is basically like a whole bunch of send to the graveyard effects. Like, you know, Lightsworn Wolf. Where when they're sent from the deck to the graveyard, that's when they activate effects. And it just wasn't as good as ones that just activate while they're in the graveyard. Here it is. Dragon Ruler, Dragon Maid Grass. This is the other version of the deck. It's just not called Grass. It's just Dragon Ruler Grass. Okay, you guys want to hear another joke? A father was trying to teach his young son the evils of alcohol. He put 1 worm in a glass of water and another worm in a glass of whiskey. The worm in the water lived, while the worm in the whiskey curled up and died. "All right, son," asked the father. "What does this show you?" "It shows that if you drink alcohol, you will not have worms." Oh my god, it's Dragon Rulers versus Spellbooks. It's 2015 all over again. Wait, what? Oh, they're just activating as many smell cards as possible so they can have a big fat summon at the end of the turn. Oh crap. I'm gonna get jouged. Stop activating so many spell cards. You've already proven yourself. Now they're gonna go into Kagari in order to add back another Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. They didn't play Judgment? Oh, you're right, they haven't. No, they did. Here's Judgment. Was it the first card they played? They search Judgment, immediately activate Judgment, and then went into combo. Shizuku, end phase. Judgment. That's one card. They need to add at least 3 to get out Jiaojin. There's the third one. There's the fourth one. There's the Jiaojin. Uh-oh, and then they get to add another one from their deck to their hand. Sky Striker, Mobilize, Engage. Now they get to send a bunch of cards to the graveyard. They're going to send the spellbooks, but they're useless. Are you much of a drinker? No, I don't drink. I need a fire monster in my hand to use Blaster's Destruction effect. Normal summon this card. Crap, he has so many cards in the graveyard, I can't possibly do anything here. Well, this is a sticky situation where I need to specifically draw into a dark monster to do anything. Scoop time, I think they're waiting to see if they can activate. They should also have a face down wisdom. What is it called again? I forget. I know they added it. I'm pretty sure they added it. No, they added something else. During the end phase, draw cards equal to the number of dragon type monsters you discard or attributed. No, it's not happening. It's shame scoop time. Psh, they can't OTK. They can't special summon either. They have to get rid of their Jiaojin if they want to do anything. This will give me time to draw into a grass or something. I have spell trap removal too. I just didn't draw into it yet. Havness. Fuck. That's useless. That's 6 cards in hand. Pass. If it was Merely, that would have been useful. Also, they can't use their Sky Striker cards because they have Jiaojin. I love YouTube videos. Why, thank you. Grass Doko? I could use some grass. Please give me some grass. I'm dying for some grass over here. You always play Brick Eyes? Yeah, that's kind of a brick right now. Keldo, the Sacred Protector. Well, I can put him in defense position to maybe save me. The vegan logs? I'm not vegan, you're vegan. Play Mech Knights? No. Spellbook of Fate? Uh-oh. Banish 3 cards. Banish 1 card your opponent controls. How many cards do I have in the graveyard? 5 cards. So if I get 1 shuffler out, I can do some stuff. His booty will save us. I knew he had a Spellbook of Fate. Now what are you gonna do? He hasn't done any combos. Oh, they're gonna get rid of Jiaojin so they can special summon now. Man, I miss Dragon Rule. I can't believe it. You guys are seeing why spellbooks were able to compete versus Dragon Rulers. They just sit on a freaking Jiaojin, and it's gonna hope I draw into a fire monster and blaster specifically. Kagari. They can't OTK from here, right? I'm pretty sure they cannot. Havness time. They have Engage. Oh no, they also have Ash Blossom in hand. That big, beefy hand also has Ash Blossom. Crap, I needed that. Yeah, well. Look at their hand. Their hand is mostly full of junk, though. Uh-oh. That's a Link 3 right there. Okay. The Light Charmer. Do I have any monsters? I have 0 monsters in my graveyard. Any recommendations for deck building? I understand the mechanics somewhat. I mean, you're better off just like net decking something online. Just look up one of the best decks, watch a tutorial on how to play it, and just learn from there. That's access code talker. It's only 5,200, right? It's not 6,300. They can't do that extra 1,000 points of damage. Mobilize, engage, unless they search out. Oh. Battle phase. Even if I had Havness out, I could have just destroyed it. Uh-oh. And then Hayate to guarantee an attack directly. Ripperinos. I can't believe I lost my Dragon Rulers to Spellbooks. This has to be one of you guys. Looks like we can unban all the rulers. Can the other style deck still hold up? Not really. Spellbooks. They play a single judgment. Isn't it unlimited in this game? It is unlimited, and they only play one. And they play a ton of hand traps. Oh my god. Freaking Ash Blossom. Oh, I meant to confirm my deck, not my opponent's deck. He drew a whole bunch of one-ofs. Yeah. I do have a Paracerebus. I do have some fire monsters in my deck. I just didn't draw into any of them. Nothing can hold up against tier right now, with the exception of anti-tier decks going first. Yeah. I went against an anti-tier deck, which also is anti my deck too. Damn, I keep going second. Havness. This can save my butt. God, my throat hurts. Summoner Monk. I would like to chain Havness, yes. Give me some mill, give me some mill. What did we mill? Pudora. Ooh, that's a good mill. If they do anything with the graveyard, now there's a shuffler in the graveyard to stop their graveyard stuff. Just play Dogmatica Invoked Shaddolls and be effing annoying. They're going into Summoner Monk. They're pitching Chicken Game. Are they going for an FTK? I mean, why else would you play these two cards if not for an FTK? Using both of those cards. Okay, let's immediately shuffle away that card. No level 1 tuners from the deck. Yep, Exodia. Now they have no spells in the grave. Unless they had another spell in hand. Dugaras. I knew they were going to do that. Draw 2, discard 1. They have to draw something super amazing. Draw 2, skip your next draw phase. Whatever happened to Subterror? Subterror can still do well. With all those floodgates they play. Ooh, that Havness saved my butt. Guys, maybe Havness is the best card ever. Havness meta confirmed. I'm thinking I kind of want Super Rejuvenation to pop off like crazy. Should I just play a whole bunch of cards with Super Rejuvenation and like dangers to discard from my hand a whole bunch? Just like danger... No. Card destruction. I think this is probably fine. Does Tyr care about Drone Lockbird? They do search a lot on different chains, so kind of. It doesn't really hurt them that bad, but it does hurt them. I give left arm offering because left arm is awful. Left arm is amazing if you're literally a very nice person, I guess. Foolish Burial, excellent. Hopefully this doesn't get Ash Blossomed, otherwise I'll lose. Uh-oh, I was just kidding. Don't Ash Blossom me for reals. I need this to go through. Stovey? Okay, that's fine. They're going to discard one card from their hand with their Stovey. Wait, did they already do the discard? No, I don't think so. Dino Mishkus. Okay, whatever. Welcome, Labyrinth. I'm going to send a Yugioh to the graveyard. And then mill 5 cards in both players' decks. What did I get? What did I get? What did I get? A Mudora and that's it? Crap, that sucks. That was a terrible mill. I didn't even mill a Dragon Maid. God damn it. Come on, at least a Dragon Maid would have been good. Main phase 2, what does my opponent have? A whole bunch of nothing. No one plays Ash now, don't worry. My opponent ashed me last turn to stop my Havness from coming out. Ariana of the Labyrinth. Uh-oh, I hope they don't search out the field spell and start popping all of my cards. Uh-oh, there's the field spell. Now they can start popping all of my cards. Oh well, it happens. Oops, my mic. Okay, welcome, Labyrinth. Whew. I want them to pop my back row, but popping a monster is more beneficial for them because it allows them to activate all their effects. Lovely lady. No, not my monster. That's gonna proc all of their graveyard effects. Lovely lady activates its effect. Stovey activates its effect. Would you like to activate Mudora? Yeah, might as well. Let me... this one and that one. The other cards don't really matter. So I'm going to use this opportunity to send Zenith back to my deck. I agree for certain decks. Left good is, I mean, only self-mill Infernoids, Lightsworns. I don't really need grass in my opening hand. I need grass. In decks that are specifically about grass. Haha, you buffoon. Set one normal trap in your graveyard to your field. Ooh, ghastly glitch. I actually have stuff on the field for this. Okay. I mean, I have some gas in the graveyard. I just need to draw something amazing to use it. And play through 4 back row cards. I don't see that happening. Okay. Forbidden Droplet. This can get my cards in the graveyard. 1, 2. This one gets turned off, and this one gets turned off. And now I can draw exactly 1 card, and hopefully I pop off from here. Good morning. Good morbing. That's definitely not a pop-off material. Damn it. I had a good hand. I just didn't mill good enough. Destroy 1 card on the field. Yeah, I lose. This hand needs some work. I want to play this one. The counter, counter, counter. It counters, counters, and the counters. And also displays counter types.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
It counters tiers, it counters the counter tiers, and it plays counter traps. It's the counter, counter, counter. You should do a 24-hour stream now. That sounds awful. Is Vernislav Adamancipator good? Not versus the Shizu Shufflers. Am I going first? I hope so. Nope, I'm going second. Damn, I lose. My counter, counter, counter deck needs to go first, otherwise I lose instantly. Especially against a 60-card grass deck. Oof. Oh. Heroes? Well, that's fine. 2 extravagances. I only play 2 of them in the deck. I drew to both of them, though. What can you counter if you go first? Everything. Elemental Stratos. Are they going to add Ferris to their hand? Ooh, Liquid Soul. I assume they have Ferris in their hand already. Subathon win at the end of the month. Polymerization. Are they going to parallel polymerization? Really, whenever you ask is deck good, just think whether or not it's worth using it over tier. The answer is always no. Sunriser. Oh no, now they get to add Miracle Fusion from the deck to their hand. Oh yeah, I guess people do ask me if decks are good all the time. I always tell them no, though. The questions I hate where people ask me, what do I think about certain archetype? That's why I have the, you know, the redeem for ask a question, so I can ignore them. And you'd be like, well, if you really want me to answer your question, you would use the redeem to ask a question. Because, like, what do you think of heroes? They're cool, I guess. What do you think of Medolces? They're neat. What do you think of virtual worlds? They're alright. I don't really have strong opinions about any of these decks. I don't care. What do you think of the economy? Card economy? You guys wish you had card economy as well as I did. Wait, did they just use both the Sunrisers to go into... What? That's such a waste of Sunriser. What are they doing here? They're gonna add Burst to Natrix and Avian. He's cooking, I guess. He's cooking something. He drew into 2 polys? Holy shit. I wasn't expecting that. They're actually just going into Flare Wingman? Flame Wingman, excuse me. This is apparently worthy of platinum. Oh, they're still going. Wonder Driver. They drew into 2 Miracle Fusions. No, 1 Miracle Fusion, 2 polys. They just had 2 polys in hand and a Miracle Fusion. They've only searched out a single one of these cards. Into the Shining now. And he's still not doing anything, like, good. He can add back Miracle Fusion or Polymerization. I bet they have a Super Poly too? Probably. They drew into every single poly that exists. Ooh, Lord of the Heavenly Prison. I love Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Activate Pot of Extravagance. Don't overthink things, logs. Different levels of economies. True. They just don't understand the economy. Activate Pot of Duality. Ooh, this card completely stops them. Okay, and then we'll set 1 Neko Main King, 1 of these, 1 of these, and 1 of these. And then we'll flip over Well, first I'm going to pop his 2 back row cards. Activate Heavy Storm Duster. Targeting this card. And this card. Response? No response? Okay, there can be only one time now. They're just missing Fusion Substitute. Oh, right, I can't pop because Lord of the Heavenly Prison. I forgot about that. Activate Lord of the Heavenly Prison? Yes. I should have flipped it up and then used Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Whoop whoop. Set a card from your deck. A card that will immediately get destroyed.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
What do you mean, congratulations, I played myself? I'm a genius. You guys just don't understand the economy. This was a high IQ play. You guys just don't understand it yet. You just haven't seen the future like I have. Like me and my idol, Kirito, from Sword Art Online. Neos Fusion, god damn it. What are they going to go into? They can't summon because there can be only one. They can only have one card. Oh, they're going to go to Neos Kleeger? Kleeger? It's a spellcaster? Really? I didn't know that. The economy of throwing for content. Favorite hero? Oh no. Oh no. Favorite hero that allows them to activate a field spell card directly from their deck. What are they going to activate directly from their deck? I have no idea. Neos face. Skyscraper. Uh-oh, they're going to attack and destroy my card. And then they're going to float and gain a whole bunch of battle damage. Oh, I can just do this now. Whew, that was scary. Wait, does it float in this case? Seriously, Neos Fusion protects it from that? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Favorite hero, he can attack again. Oh no, he has another chance to activate his effects. Damn it. Why couldn't you have just destroyed it with card effects? Oh no, I took so much damage. Judai, let's go. You guys shouldn't be... Activate the effect of a card. No. Main phase 1. I should be able to summon Lord of the Heavenly Prison from my hand. Okay, you've activated the effect of a card. See, there's a problem here. Defissure. This card right here, if this face-up card is destroyed by battle or leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, spells on Neos Wise Man. Must be fusion summoned before damage can live. If this card battles an opponent's monster, you can inflict damage point equal to that monster's attack. Yeah, he can kill me with the burn damage. I need to get rid of Kluger. That is the most dangerous card on the field right now. And I don't have an out for it. Harpy's Feather Duster, I guess. Whatever. Set this card face down. Activate its effect. So I can summon Lord of the Heavenly Prisons from my hand. Wait, how come that didn't work? If a set spell trap card is activated, spell to summon this card from your hand. Oh, because of duality. Right. I forgot about duality, okay? Oh shit, I actually lost. What was with their freaking hand? Let me take a look at this. They're just playing a hero pile. And they just happen to draw into 2 polys and 1 miracle fusion. They also hard drew into a Neos fusion too. You have to remember that. Losing to a jank hero build? Shut up, I know what I'm doing. He plays Burstinatrix. That was painful to witness. Shut up. 59. Yeah, he didn't even play 60 cards. He wasn't even a 60 card doer. Ooh, finally I get to go first. Guys, I did it. I managed to go first. Okay. Yay, I can use Pot of Extravagance. Hopefully I draw into something good. 6 cards. Nope. Pot of Duality. Well, this one works, I guess. Is it here? Who knows? Activate Fissure, and then this card, and then we'll set Neko main king and pass. Okay. Now what are they gonna do? Nothing. Dark Magicians. Soul Servant. Judgment's not set. I need it in hand to activate the Rebirth of the Parshath. If I just negate that card, I'm good. I'm Gucci. What? You're gonna stop there? Don't stop there. Ooh, Pot of Prosperity. I can definitely find the card I need for this. Pot of Prosperity. Banish 6 cards. We'll just banish the world. Doesn't matter what gets banished. 3 cards left in the deck. Eternal Soul. Use the effect was selected. Special summon Dark Magician. Okay. Rebirth the Parshath. Show Solemn Judgment. Discard Fissure. Force your opponent to rage quit? Exactly. Now it shuffles it back into the deck. And then I get a special summon this card from my deck. Okay, Pot of Prosperity. I get to look at the top 1,000,000 cards of my deck. And then pick whichever one I want. Should I just get Farpy's Feather Duster? I think that's a good one. The rest of your cards can be on top of any order, whatever. Yes, and then activate Lord of the Heavenly Prison. We're gonna go hog wild. Okay, now we have 1,000,000 monsters on the board. And now I activate Harpy's Feather Duster to get rid of the rest of their cards. What do they have? Skill Drain and Called By? I have no monsters in my graveyard. That's a lot of pots. Activate Parshath. Whoa, I get to add any of these cards from my deck to the hand? Hell yeah. I'm gonna add another Rebirth. Main phase 2. I can't use it this turn, but I can use it as soon as I draw into something useful. What is this deck's win con? I have Sacred Arc Parshath. Like, this is a lot of damage, okay? And I have a single negate. What? Lava Golem? God damn it. Judgment is a Parshath target? Of course it is. Solemn Judgment. Uh-oh. If I activate this card, I can't do anything with it. DM playing Grinder Golem? Whatever. Activate Lord of the Heavenly Prison. I wish I could activate one of my set cards so I could summon the Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Grinder Golem. No, this is Lava Golem. They shouldn't be playing Lava Golem. This is a Merrick card, and they're playing a Yugi deck. That's cheating. Don't they understand how the economy works? I feel like I'm the only one who understands. You said Grinder Golem? No, I didn't. Slightly funny, the Jank Hero deck won, but Magician is losing. The Hero deck only won because I made a couple of misplays. Okay, that's it. Otherwise, I would have totally destroyed. DM players in Diamond, just Floodgate. Well, I mean, that's how you win. Floodgates help you win. Logs, you're playing Solemn Judgment, a card from way back then. Solemn Judgment is broke. Did you know people didn't even play Solemn Judgment back in the day? Because paying all those life points wasn't worth just trading 1 for 1. Bunch of buffoons, if you ask me. Although if you say that online or in a video, people will be like, yeah they did. They absolutely played it. They played it all the goddamn time. Don't you understand the economy? Ooh, nice. I can get rid of it. Let's get rid of Solemn Judgment. I'm gonna negate my own Lava Golem. Special summon a card from the deck? Hell yeah. Discard 1 card, add a blah blah blah. Another face that very banished 1 fairy monster, special summon 1 fairy. Where the hell is my card at? Is it in the graveyard? Is that why I can't use it? Oh, it was banished. Right, because of my Solemn Judgment. Okay, well, whatever. I still got it. I'm gonna win. If this card attacks... Oh, yeah, he deals piercing battle damage. We're good to go. Get crunked. Solemn was incredibly niche back in Go. I get so many people in my comments though. It's like, actually, Solemn was played by everyone, you absolute idiot. What do you think about the trap card? Relay Soul? It's garbage, but I love it. I've used it so many times in videos. Damn it, I wanted to play against a tier player so they would mill my Neko main king. I want to get a clip of that. Ooh, there's also this one card. I forget what it's called. It is a fiend-ish monster. Level 4. And it has a more billion attack points. Not that many attack points though. 1900. Doom Caliber Knight. If a monster effect is activated, quick effect. Tribute this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. 1 Doom Caliber Knight. There's also Judge. Miss Judge. Judge. Negate. I forget the card's name, but there's a level 4 monster with a negate. That's Earth. Justice Bringer. Once per turn, when a special summon monster your opponent controls activates its effect, you can negate the activation. Koikimeru? No, it's not. You guys just don't... sorry, I didn't mean to say that. You guys don't understand the economy as well as I do. Okay, one more. I have to get it in one more. Misjudge? I wanted to play like a Misjudge control deck. But I would lose every duel if I did that in this economy. Where's your counter fairy? Parshath. I've watched Miniful play Race Tier. I'm an expert at the economy. Shut up. No, you're not. I'm an expert at the economy. Okay, activate Pot of Duality. No. No. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, Gradle Impact. This allows me to get my engine online. Gradle Impact. Dimensional Fissure, Rebirth of Parshath, and there can be only one. Okay, and then Gradle Impact during the end phase in order to add combat to my hand. Now I have a counter trap for Rebirth. Guys, I think I'm a genius. I watch Mini full stop. I'm an expert at economy. Should we raid into Mini after this? Every time I go to Mini's chat, I tell her, Mini, you are literally my favorite streamer ever, and she doesn't believe me. She thinks I'm fibbing. And I keep telling her, Mini, you are my favorite streamer ever. What the hell, Mini? She says, nope, I don't believe you. And I was like, why don't you believe me? It's like, well, because you say that to everybody. And I was like, fair enough. But I don't. Okay, well, that's my negate gone. I still have one floodgate. Hopefully they don't have an out to my floodgate. They do play outs to it. Mini, I'm an expert in the economy. DueLogs every time he joins Mini stream. I've never said that in a stream before. Didn't you tell me what your favorite streamer? I've never said that. You can't prove it. Oh, god damn it. Are they seriously going to Avenging Knight Parshaft me right now? Oh my goodness gracious. Did you say Rosamund was your favorite streamer? Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, you know? I'm just saying what I'm saying. Damn it, I can't believe they had Kelbeck in hand. I kind of needed that card. Now I don't have anything good. Unless I'm able to live for a few turns. Wait, why did they put it in defense position? Shouldn't you have had that card in attack position? There can be only one. Now they can't go into Zeus. And they put it in defense position like an absolute buffoon. Now they can't even poke for 1,500 points of damage. No, wait, they can still go into Zeus. All they do is just normal summon one of their, like, level 4... Yeah, like Shireen. And then just go into any XYZ monster and attack, and then go into Zeus. Or Trident. No, I mean, this is still Zeus. Then you just get a super big fat Zeus. Crap. This might be bad. They're just gonna do it from there? They're not going to rank up any further? Okay. Wow, they're just gonna be fine with that? With only a 3 material Zeus? They could have gone so much higher. All my floodgates are gone. Oh my god. Oh, they can't because of there can be only one. Mr. Logs, thanks for about the economy. I have one question. Do you think there can be only one should be at 1 because there can be only one? Is it at 1? I thought it was at 2. Oh, it's at 2. Yeah, that'd be appropriate if it was there could be only one. Was at 1 because it couldn't be only 1. They can't send more Beast Warriors. Yeah, they got ham-boned. Oh well, I can still win. Activate Pot of Prosperity. 6 cards. Banish literally everything. Goes in. Ooh, Dimensional Fissure. Ooh, none of these are good enough to help me. I can just go into Fissure for now, I guess. Everything else goes to the bottom of the deck. Okay, and then we just activate Fissure and pass. Thank you for answering my question. You're welcome, Naren MP. Man, that Zeus got me. I shouldn't have shotgunned my negate on that field spell. MST? That's fine. If they go into the Ishizu Millers and they mill my Nekomane King, they can skip their turn. MST in this economy? What do you mean by that? Ludora? Or they can just summon those 2 cards and attack. That's also an option. What mess is he playing? I know, right? Do you do your voiceover work? I could have sworn I heard your voice in an ad the other day. No, I don't do other voiceover work. Great impact. Damn it, that's not going to be enough. It's not going to be impactful enough. I just hope they try to BM me. Not even a cosmic. Yeah, it's just straight MST. I'm pretty sure they're tired of going against floodgates. Activate Great Impact? Yes. Add Great Impact from hand, deck to hand. Now I have an extra card in hand. How to play through Spell and Trap Floodgates / Burn Gates as a tier player. That's going second. How to play through Spell and Trap Floodgates. You just gotta main deck Spell Trap removal. Like Dust Storm. Or Lightning Vortex. Not like Lightning Storm. Or Harpy's Feather Duster. The thing is, so many people are playing anti-tier cards that it's kind of worth it. Cosmic Galaxy Cyclone is probably one of the best bets since you can just banish it from the graveyard in some cases. Dust Storm and Lightning's Dust. Exactly, Dust Storm and Lightning Dust. Damn it, they didn't mill me a single time. Okay, guys. Looks like we missed being able to raid MIDI because we streamed so late. How my nose is itchy. How's nobody I know on right now? Well, Congo's on. Go say hi to Congo for me. She's on day 30 of her subathon? Holy shit. Hi, hello there. Bye-bye, Mr. Log. See you later.